Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we're going to be going over all the new Wonderlands information that was revealed today. This is going to be a long-winded and a lot of information that is provided. I have access to a early access preview for photos, so we're going to go over the skill trees in this video here. First off, we're going to start off with the GraveBorn. And a couple of the skills that the GraveBorn has is going to be all working off of magic damage, working off of HP manipulation and things like that. Here's one of the skill trees that it looks like now. This is called the Demi-Lich Companion. We know that there is a companion that's going to be with the GraveBorn, and it looks like it looks like there's a mixture, just like in Borderlands 3. You know, 5 points, 5 points, 3 points. All throughout the tree, and I'm assuming the capstone is also going to be 1. The only time it hasn't been was in Borderlands 1, so I'm assuming they're going to be sticking with the same formula. Let's go over some of the abilities that the GraveBorn has, and we'll see if you guys enjoy them or not. First up on the list is called Ascension. Kill Steal, maximum HP and spell damage is increased for a long duration. This effect can stack. It is a 10 stack skill, and you get 2% per stack of HP and 2% spell damage. It also lasts for 30 seconds. Blast Grasp, whenever the Fate Maker deals spell damage, there's a chance she will create an elemental explosion, dealing ability damage of the spell's elemental type to nearby enemies. Elemental explosion cannot critically hit. Chance is 20% and ability damage is 10% of spell damage dealt. Dark Hydra, you have a chance to summon a Dark Hydra companion, dealing dark magic ability damage to nearby enemies for a short duration. 60% chance, 18 dark magic ability damage, and you can summon 1 Hydra. Dark Pact, you just have your dark magic damage increased by 4% per point. Dread Covenant, a portion of the damage taken by the Fate Maker is redirected to her Demi-Lich. When the Fate Maker reaches 1 HP, she immediately restores health, sacrificing the Demi-Lich. It kind of works like Flax Pets in a way where they share damage between them. This still has a long cooldown. You redirect 35% damage, and the health restoration is 75% for a 2-minute cooldown. Essence Drain, Kill Steal spell cooldown rate is increased for a short duration, a 12-second duration of 5% cooldown rate. Faithful Thralls, the Fate Maker deals increased damage dealt for every companion she has. She can summon a bunch of companions. We had the Dark Hydra earlier. You get 9% damage dealt per companion and a companion respawn rate of 45%. Kill Steal companions deal bonus dark magic damage for a duration. It can stack. You have the 3% per stack. You can stack it twice, and it's a duration of 12 seconds. Lord of Edges, the Fate Maker gains increased damage dealt and damage reduction the lower her health is. 25% damage dealt, and damage reduction is 25% as well. Morhaim's Blessing, casting a spell automatically activates all the Fate Maker's kill skills, kind of like how Zane is going to be. So this is kind of like a combination of Zane and Flak with the unique dark magic abilities. Mortal Vessel, maximum HP is increased, and the efficiency of dark magic is also increased. It is a 12% maximum HP, and the efficiency is also 12% at 4 points. When the Demi-Lich casts Hellish Blast, there's a chance it will be cast again after a brief delay with a 20% chance, called Punishment. Sanguine Sacrament, whenever the Fate Maker casts a spell, she regenerates health over a brief duration. Health restoration is 5% per second, with a duration of 2 seconds. And finally, Stain of the Soul. The Fate Maker spells deal bonus dark magic damage, a 4% increase per point at 5 points. That totals 20%. So that's GraveBorn spells and all the spells that were revealed. It seems like there's a lot of HP manipulation, dark magic damage, and also pet/companion damage, and also redirection. It seems kind of like Flak and Zane kind of mixed together with a unique spell damage. Whatever dark magic is going to look like and be. I can't wait for that. What do you guys think? Well, you guys think about how the GraveBorn looks. Let's take a look at the StabboMancer. StabboMancer's tree kind of looks like this. This is going to be our UI for our skills. 1,000 cuts. Critical hits grant increased damage dealt for a duration. This effect can stack. Melee critical hits grant additional stacks. Damage dealt is 0.2% per stack with a duration of 12 and a maximum stacks of 25. Alchemical Agent. Melee critical hits apply a random status effect of 10% melee damage dealt. Arsenal. Melee damage is increased, spell damage is increased, and gun damage is increased by 3%, 3%, and 3%. With a total of 5, that's a total of 15%. Contagion. Whenever the Fate Maker applies a status effect, there's a chance it spreads to nearby enemies. If no enemies are nearby, apply a different random status effect to the initial enemy instead. Spread chance is 8%, and new status effect damage is 50% of applied status damage effect. Elusive. The Fate Maker can now shoot and sprint at the same time, kind of like Zane. The Fate Maker gains a chance to evade incoming damage while moving. The faster the move, the greater the bonus. 10% at default walk speed is your evasion. Executioner's Blade. Gun and spell critical hits have a chance to create an ethereal blade above the target that will impale them after a short delay. Ethereal blades deal melee damage based on the Fate Maker's equipped melee weapon. 20% chance and 100% of melee weapon as your damage. Exploit their weaknesses next. Whenever the Fate Maker applies a status effect to an enemy, the affected enemy takes increased damage from all sources from its duration. 2% increase. Follow up. Whenever the Fate Maker deals gun damage to an enemy, the Fate Maker's next melee attack deals increased damage. Melee attacks consume all stacks. 10 stacks at 2%. From the shadows, the Fate Maker enters stealth, turning invisible while in stealth. All damage dealt is automatically a critical hit, but critical hits deal reduced damage. Critical hit damage is 25%, duration of 8 seconds, and a cooldown of 36. Ghostblade. The Fate Maker throws out a Ghostblade which spins in place, dealing melee damage periodically to nearby enemies based on the Fate Maker's equipped melee weapon. Pressing Z while Ghostblade is active causes it to teleport to the targeted location and reduces its remaining duration by a small percentage. Reposition penalty is 5% of max duration. Melee damage is 75% of melee damage. Melee damage frequency, same as melee weapon. Duration of 16, cooldown of 37. Haste. Melee attack speed is increased and movement speed is increased. When you cast a spell, this bonus is doubled for a duration, kind of like Zane's kill skills. It's a 4% move speed and a 4% melee speed with a 12-second duration. Nimble Fingers. Whenever the Fate Maker deals melee damage, their fire rate and spell damage are increased for a duration. A 6% fire rate and an 8% spell damage with an 8-second duration. Potent Poison. Status damage is increased and status effect duration is increased. 4% damage and 8% duration. We have Shadow Step. Kill Steal. The Fate Maker's next melee attack is a guaranteed crit for a short duration of 6 seconds. Sneak Attack. Critical hit damage is increased 3% per point. And finally, Swift Death. While moving, the Fate Maker gains increased damage dealt. The faster the move, the greater these bonuses. 4% is default walk speed at point number 1. It is increased by 2% on next level. So it seems like this is a combination of Moses' Purple Tree with all the status effect, and also Zane's kill skills and kill skill-like abilities, critical damage, gun damage, and melee damage, and the likes. Both of these are really, really cool characters. I'm actually really excited for the GraveBorn a little bit more. StabboMancer is not really my gameplay, but let me know what you guys think. These are the 2 skill trees that were revealed and a little bit more in-depth on them. I hope to see more skill trees revealed with some of the other characters that I want to play. But I really, really enjoyed the reveals so far. If you want to see how the damages can increase from all of these, feel free to check out another video that I will be posting really, really soon. It'll be talking about the hero and mythical points. That'll be a video that will be sometime this week as well. I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Bflattened, and I'm signing on out of here. Take care, all. Laters.